DC is a place that celebrates art. It's all around us. This is a city of politics, yes, but also a city of music and museums. There is a rich history of and respect for creatives performing at their highest. But these artists we value, how do they start out? They start out with a passion that they explore, and they refine their talent. People with this artistic passion are not as uncommon as you might think. In fact, they're all over the district. There's so much artistic talent in our youth, but many of them struggle to find places to express themselves outside of the classroom. 50% of students not enrolled in after-school programs say they would participate in one if it was available. When children have a passion for the arts in any form and have the space for artistic expression, what does that look like? What does that do for them, for their communities?
I've always loved the idea of that you get to use writing to share your mind with the world. As I got older, I really grew to love writing as a way to share my perspective with the world and think about how do you influence or move people through sharing your particular perspective, your voice, and how do you bring people along with you. And so I've always thought writing was such a beautiful vehicle for sharing our humanity with each other. It is always important as a community for us to wrap ourselves around supporting every young person to have an education that inspires them, that motivates them, that engages them, that tells them that they matter and that there is a life of possibility out there for them. In every moment, 826's work is grounded in that, in really bringing the community in to say we believe in each young person's potential and we want to know what your mind has to share with us. There are so many things in our world that tell young people that what they have to say doesn't matter, or that they need to fit in to this box, or they need to follow these instructions, or they need to do the assignment in this way. I think finding your voice for me is really actually a lot about what we as adults do to create an environment where every young person knows that they are important, that people want to hear what they have to say. Your story, your poem, your essay, your letter can change the way other people think or see an issue.
Okay, thoughts of movie night with family. The time I spent with them, thoughts of my home, thoughts of my caring mother. She carries me close and far.
Sometimes the people around you keep you going, even when you hear about them. And my grandma always told me to be the person that the world is going to need the most. I showed the world how powerful my thoughts could really be. No gold 8-year-old, they aren't the 4.0.
My name is Tyana Jones. I go to Phelps Ace High School, and I am a sophomore. What led me to write the piece was when I lost my grandmother at 8 years old. My father got an addiction to alcohol really bad, and my mom is so kind of in the middle and she plays both roles of being a parent.
My piece is called Thoughts. You know, the extra thoughts that you have in your head when you go into deep thought. I thought of life as people are going to eventually be gone. And it kind of changed my mindset.
I remember the first moment I fell in love was when I wrote my first poem. I fell in love with the structure and how I did it, the way I described my sister, and the way I felt as if she was a role model to me.
People are actually going to read this book and know what I'm thinking. And I'm interested to know what they think about what I'm thinking.
I just want everybody else to know that no matter what you go through, you could go a long way. No matter anything, you can overcome. Even if you lost someone, you could overcome it by just writing and express your words to other people in the community.
There are sometimes limited opportunities for young people to engage with the arts. When we look at a lot of school curriculums, a lot of what students learn is focused on testing. And art seems almost like an afterthought, but there are a lot of students who are able to express themselves in ways through writing, through performance that they ordinarily don't feel equipped to do in a normal school day. So this type of work gives young people confidence in themselves. It exposes them to skill sets that they didn't even know about. And it helps them just imagine a greater world for themselves and even what career options they could explore.
I learned a lot about myself when I started writing because a lot of my truths were revealed to me because I think I just instinctually write in a way that's very authentic to myself and to my lived experience. And I feel like I'm just the sort of person who always is eager to grow and evolve, and through writing I've been really able to do that and to like challenge myself. My writing has become more personal the longer that I've been a writer. I think in the beginning I found ways to kind of disassociate myself from it, whether that was making my characters white or not including any like names of people I knew in them. If I'm not engaged by what I'm creating, then I know other people aren't going to engage. And the only way for me to do that is to include myself.
Welcome the first act of Dresses That Swirl by Amira
Growing is all I think about. She dances how birds fly. She laughs how wind feels. I miss her when she's away, and I don't know why until I see her again.
At least for me, I was really intimidated by playwriting, which is why I never really pursued it or thought of it as something that I wanted to do personally. And what YPT does is they make playwriting and the process of creating so tangible and feasible. And for young people, I think that that is a necessity because I think that the voice of young people is so important. Playwriting is a really engaging way for people to hear different perspectives. So we're not just watching a movie or watching a TV show, we're seeing real people bringing to life a real person's work in person. It's just so, it's thrilling. There's no other word but thrilling that I can think of. And I think that YPT is a necessity, one, for young people, and especially in this area, in the DMV, because DC it's a solace, it's a safe city. Like, people just feel safe here. So I think we need to hear more about this city and to uplift the voices that we do have here, and YPT does a fantastic job of doing that.
To see their script grow into something that they feel extremely proud of is really rewarding. It's an opportunity that a lot of playwrights, even as professional playwrights like myself, we don't always get that opportunity to get such a deep level of investment and feedback on our work in a supportive environment.
Starting is the most important thing. To just do it. Like, even if you think it's bad or if you don't know anybody else who does it or you don't know how to do it, just like open the document or click your pen and get started.